Hey, everybody, guess what? It's Friday. I know it's weird. It doesn't feel like a Friday. I know it's like you don't know what day it is, what the date is, but trust us, it is Friday. It's your favorite day of the week. It's been a crazy week, so you've earned it. It's time to Star Trek and chill. It is a super, super chill show today because we have co-showrunners of Star Trek Prodigy, Kevin and Dan Hageman, joining us.
Hello and happy holidays.
Hey.
Kevin kind of did the Doug Jones elaborate thing.
That was really good.
I was more like Busby Berkeley, but I guess Doug Jones
works too. Yeah. So look, everybody, here come the intros, fast and furious. Melissa Longo is here wearing a cool shirt.
Yay!
Very cool.
Hi.
Jenny R. Johnson is also here wearing a cool shirt too.
Oh, cool shirt. Thanks.
We've got the walking exclamation point, Anne-Marie Siegel.
Hi.
And, 3-time Emmy nominee, 1-time Emmy winner, meteorologist Katie. And we have the OG of podcasting. Can you believe it? It's Charlene Schmidt.
Yo.
My name is Ryan T. Husk. I'm wearing a cool shirt.
Ooh, yeah.
Juice and chill.
You are the best.
One of
A
the best.
warrior shirt.
I'm wearing the
I would
best
have
one.
worn a cool shirt, guys. If you
Melissa's.
would have
I got the
given me a
best
heads
one.
up,
Prodigy
this is the cool
season
shirt.
one.
Yes.
Oh,
Now that's
Season
the
one
winner.
Crew shirt.
I want that shirt.
Awesome.
That's cool.
I have that in sweater form.
I'm on my back. Yeah.
Aw.
Gorgeous.
And a Prodigy
All right.
shirt.
Dan,
so
don't hurt
good.
yourself, Dan. Don't hurt yourself.
Yoga. Real quick, let's say hello to everybody in the live chat before we get started. We've got one Trek fan. She's also in Canada. What's up? John Davis, Trevor, hello, Todd, Kathy, Draco Rex, super fan.
Marina.
Chuck
Hey.
A, Mona, Rashid, JR Poole, Tamitha, what's up? Glenn Iverson. Happy birthday, Glenn. It was your birthday yesterday.
Hey.
Happy birthday.
Oh, happy
Rose
birthday.
M. Kirby out in the UK. Chuck A. What's up? Bob D. War Dog Heim out in Montana. Chris, Gavin, BC. Wow, so many of you. David
You
Gregory.
just bring out the
super fan.
crowds.
They do.
Ooh.
So we see all of you.
Wow.
Lucia out in Brazil. Cool. Having a lot of fun. May Borello. We see all of you. Thank you for hanging out with us. But real quick, Dan, what are you drinking today? Star Trek and Chill.
This is called a paper plane.
Oh.
And it's lemon juice, Amaro, bourbon, and Aperol.
Whoa.
I love
Nice.
those.
Fancy.
It's a good one.
Wow.
And what about you? Wait, hang on, let me move this. Yes.
Who, me?
Yes, sir, Kevin.
Well, I just raced in from trying to get last minute New Year's decorations, and so I quickly grabbed a Los Angeles Ale Works pills,
Nice.
and it's delicious.
Pretty.
I love a
Can
good.
we talk
Los
about
Angeles.
New Year's decorations? What are New Year's decorations?
Beer bottles.
You invited.
I have a
Little
giant.
noisemakers.
I have a giant Mylar champagne bottle.
Nice. Ooh, classy.
That my 10-year-old son, he's like, we have to get that. And I'm like, yes, we do.
He's right.
Awesome.
Never
By
too
the way,
early to celebrate, Kevin.
Let's give a
Celebrate.
big shout out to behind Kevin is the Troll Hunters poster.
Yes.
Big shout out. If you have not seen
Yes.
Troll Hunters, check it out. It's freaking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's also on Netflix. Melissa, what are you drinking?
Well, I have two things.
Oh,
One
crap.
Super chill
One
night.
is in my seventh rule mug.
Ooh.
I have a chai tea with turmeric and honey, but then I also have this cranberry clementine sparkling water because it's so delicious. You gotta drink it up because it's so refreshing.
You're gonna make
Give
an
you an old
adorable
lady
grandma
voice with a
someday.
Texas accent.
Wow, that was scary. What are you drinking, Jenny?
I was trying to figure out what's going on.
What kind of a podcast is this?
Nobody knows.
We don't know. We do not know.
There's a gas leak shared across continents,
Mm.
basically.
Sort of a cocktail, cool T-shirt, bubbly water podcast.
This is what we do.
Speaking
And
of
improv.
t-shirts.
Yeah, hi, welcome.
Speaking of t-shirts, thanks for wearing that, Char.
You're most welcome. I love this shirt. It's so soft.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love wearing it.
Wait, hang on though. Jenny, what are you drinking? We got to get through this.
Hey, sorry. Once again, because I love it so much, except that it's blue, so you can't see it. Is I've got this lovely sparkling mulled cider made by Bulwark in Nova Scotia, like down the road.
Nice.
This is all
Which
about
is
trying to
awesome.
get free stuff, right? From these.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There is-
We want
Great
sponsors.
Bulwark. Yeah.
There is
And it's
actually
not alcoholic
only
cider.
there's actually only one road in Nova Scotia. Actually, I read that. So
South Park talked
That's
about
right.
it. The only
well,
road.
there's yeah, it's all
It goes
connected
right
now.
into the ocean.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anne Marie, what are you drinking?
Well, continuing trying to get our White Claw sponsor. Bingo.
Very nice.
Years and
Well done.
involved.
What about you, Katie? What kind of water are you enjoying today?
Oh, I see. I have my lovely Michigan sourced Ice Mountain as always.
Ooh.
But I was walking through the store and saw this, and I saw the 100% natural, and went, "There's no way on God's green earth this is a natural color." So I had to buy it.
That's amazing.
It's berry Fanta. So we'll
Ah.
see. I've been burned
Natural.
so many
it's party
times
time.
on this.
Natural to Romulus.
Oh, well,
Exactly.
I'm
Wow.
glad it didn't bubble over.
I know.
How is it?
Oh,
Oh.
I have a new problem because I'm going to buy more of this.
Nice.
That's actually really good.
What are you drinking, Shar?
I'm doing a local beverage from Ironbark Cider Works in Claremont. It's about,
Nice.
I don't know, it's probably a little ways out for you all in LA, but out in the burbs for me, it's about 20 minutes. It's a local cider brewery with a very chill and open and accepting atmosphere.
Nice.
Everybody's
Like
welcome,
that.
which is awesome.
Nice.
And
I like
yeah, this
that.
is their Lestat, which is cranberry and blood orange.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And I'm doing it in my B5 mug. I don't know if you can all see that. Probably
Oh,
not.
Val too.
Wow.
About to.
I'm drinking a black cherry Propel because I was like, hey, let me have this. This is weird. I don't know why this works.
Is that like an
Gross.
athletic drink?
I think
Yeah,
like a
it's
New
like
York
Telling you
seltzer.
into
Yeah, I don't know. I should be drinking that at the gym, but I'm not. And the weird thing is I actually drink beers when I'm at the gym, so it kind of works
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Evens out.
It's
All right,
Friday
then.
night.
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It's all about the
wild.
chilling.
Look, everybody knows why we're really here, though. And this is to talk about and celebrate Star Trek Prodigy. So let me just point this out very quickly from our friends over at trekmovie.com, entitled Star Trek Prodigy Launches into Kids Top 10 Ranking. What? Already, it was number
Yay.
6 in the first couple days.
Oh, that BB
it's the-
Finn.
That BB Finn and that
Mhm.
Gabby's doll.
They're going down.
This is like what we do is in such a weird space. It's like
Mhm.
not full-on hard edge rated R anime, and it's not Bebe
BB's
Neme or
Playhouse.
whatever that was. Like
Oh.
we're yeah.
It's a family show. It's for everybody.
But we all
It is.
know we'll never beat Coco Melon. Like, Coco Melon's like
Coco Melon.
the reigning champ.
Those
You can't
guys.
compete with moms just
Oh my
putting
gosh.
crap on the TV just to babysit
True.
the kids.
Although I think you guys are babysitting my cats right now. I have Prodigy on in my
Yes.
bedroom, and they've been watching that screen like crazy. I'm gonna lose my TV. They're gonna pounce on Dow or something. Like it's hilarious. But yeah, I think you have a pet market that has been untapped.
Oh.
Hey, that's a good
I
suggestion.
gotta figure out the top 10 in pets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but check this out. Also, top
Yes.
10 Kinder
Hey.
Go
Serien
German.
Oh, yes.
Deutschland.
The
number
Peppa
1.
Pig.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's big.
gosh.
Yep.
It beat
Oh.
Peppa Pig. Wow.
I've been selling Star Trek artwork online for a number of years, and I'm always blown away by the number of people in Germany who are rabid fans. Like
Yeah.
yeah, like it's amazing how many, of these that I've sent to people in Germany. It's amazing. Yeah.
We learned the power of Germany, I think, when we did Lego Ninjago. Like the
Right.
Germans love Legos.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, so I wanted to ask you guys, obviously you're getting a lot of accolades. Everybody's showing their love and showing their support for Star Trek Prodigy, and everybody's reporting on how well it's doing on Netflix. Can you just give us a few words on what the reception has felt like from the inside, actually receiving it?
We're glued to Twitter because it's like our only or I should say X, I guess, or the formerly Twitter. But we're glued to it. And so we're seeing what everyone's saying. We love it. I mean, we especially love people who have not watched it yet and are watching it, and they've watched all 20 episodes. They're like, this thing's amazing. So, I mean, we also see everyone's like the same path of like, oh, it's just like Star Wars. And then it's like, oh, Dal's a little annoying. But then all of a sudden they go, this thing is pure fire. So like they all have this like same trajectory. Everyone who's watching for the first time.
Well, I know what people are watching it because I was at the bar the other night and there was a patron there who had a purple like rat tail, and I heard somebody go, "Hey, it looks like that guy from Star Trek Prodigy." And I was like, "Whoa, it's broken."
Wow. Dal, the trendsetter.
Yes.
Was this a normal bar or a Star Trek bar?
Show Tunes sing along bar.
Star Trek sing-along bar? Okay.
Show Tunes sing along bar. There's
Show
some yeah.
Show Tunes. Okay.
Mhm.
No, that's great.
I don't know if Rat Tails are in. I think they went out in 1986, but we'll see.
I guess
You guys have single-handedly brought it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For us, like what we do, our pipeline is so long, and we've been on this for 5 years, and like even with season 2, we're all done and wrapped. We wrote it over.
We just
2
got
years
done and
ago.
wrapped. So
Like we're all as a crew so close to it, and we all love it so much. You know what I mean? Like we'll do our final mixes and screen it, and we're crying. We're like, oh, that was another good one. That was and so like we're so proud, and so and we know how good it is, like we all see it on our crew. We're like, everyone on our crew is like, this is one of the best things they've ever got to animate on, right? And so then it got canceled, and then you're just like, what just it doesn't make any sense. Like your mind is exploding and it makes no sense. And then so now it's such relief, it's such sweet, everyone's so happy and so touched.
yeah, I think it turned out for the best. I feel like on Netflix, I mean, with what's going on at Paramount right now, I don't know, what's going to happen over there. So I think we got off the boat, and now we're I don't know,
On a big boat.
Like you were forced to walk the plank and landed on a cruise ship. Like it was a perfect trade-off there.
Yeah, I was like, in my head, I was doing the analogies of Titanic, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm Jack or if we're Rose.
You're the door
for a little while.
On the door. Yeah.
Amazing. Have you guys talked much about what you would like to do with the show if you get when you get a season 3?
We've always I remember when we came up with the end of season 2, which we love, by the way, but we're super biased. We like the end of season 1, we think is great. End of season 2 is equally great. And it has this place where it feels like it wraps up, but also has a place
not just wraps up season 2, but season 2 is like the second half of season 1. Like it's one.
But it really wraps everything up you want out of season 1 and 2, but really opens the door to what season 3 could potentially be. And whether that hits now or in 5 years or whenever the time is right, it'll feel natural, which I'm really happy about. So
yeah, like Dan's saying, worst case scenario, we never get picked up again. There's no more Star Trek Prodigy ever. We feel like the end of season 2 is a really beautiful closing, like it'll feel complete. But there's still what we do is there's a great little promise of something.
But if we get the call of like we need if we get the call of like we want season 3, I mean, because we're animation, it's going to take minimum 2 years, like a minimum 2 to more likely
like
3 years.
We're done. Like you go to our offices, it's just Dan and I. There's no
Kevin stole the Gwyn out of the office.
The stapler.
I got Janeway. He got Gwen.
Nice.
Ben got that.
Nice. That's cool.
Guess who just popped into the live chat?
Who's
Our
that?
buddy Aaron Waltke.
Hey!
Oh,
To
Aaron.
Aaron.
Hello, Aaron. He was with us last week.
Hi, Aaron.
Aaron's
Yeah.
got a lot of notes for season 3. I think he has something on his.
Ooh.
Nice.
He's ready to go, huh?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
when they
actually-
say
Lot of
when you
ideas.
guys say it's going to take you 2 years, what that means, what I'm hearing is we need to get this renewal right away. Then I mean, like, there's no time to wait
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be my
to get on
Actually,
this.
That's something I wanted to ask was, we know that season 2 is going to air on Netflix. We don't have a set date yet, but is there any kind of an idea of their strategy as for whether they want to gauge continuing and give us a season 3 and onward? Is that something you can even talk about?
Netflix is like the
we
Wizard
could
of
talk
Oz.
about it, but we don't know anything.
It's
No.
like a man
True.
behind the curtain, and it's the algorithm, and it's
Mhm.
like it all gonna like it's the
I think-
future of.
What here's my educated guess is, like, I'm watching a wonderful animated show called Blue-Eyed Samurai, and it's doing really
Oh.
well with Netflix. And it did so well that they got picked up, but they're in the same position. I saw that the showrunners like, great, we're looking forward to season 2, but don't expect it anytime soon, because it's the same thing. Their entire production rolled off.
Humans
Everything's
dispersed.
gone.
Mhm.
You have to rebuild an entire, yeah.
Like Danny Ocean in Ocean's 12. Man.
Yeah.
We got to get the team back together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 I don't know enough about Ocean's 12 if that was a good analogy, but I'm going to guess.
That's pretty good. It's a little more scattered. Yeah.
Yeah. I've only
Makes
seen the
sense, though.
first one.
Everybody's going to have to move on
Oceans.
to other projects.
Mm.
Mhm.
No, exactly. And so if we put our team back together, it'll be, so many of our crew can't wait to come back when they can, but they might be locked into a new job.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, that's tough.
yeah, as an
Mhm.
artist or as a writer, you're constantly jumping onto your next thing and trying to, tee yourself up 6 months down the line that you have a job,
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So do you guys have projects, like other projects that you're working on?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all.
I mean, obviously, obviously,
you're
that's like,
juggling.
Can't
Like, you're
talk about.
always. Yeah, you're always juggling projects where
Yeah.
sometimes, like, I remember right before Star Trek, we were about to go full tilt on an Overwatch show, and we were
Oh,
deep into
Whoa.
that got the plug got pulled like right when we were getting a lot of our writers, and then a lot of those writers ended up in our Star Trek Prodigy room. So
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Really cool.
so you guys, knowing that you have like all these projects and stuff with Star Trek, it feels like, I don't know if you guys all feel the same way, but you guys have so much love in Star Trek. And if we're talking love, I have to bring up Janeway and
Janeway
Chakotay.
Chakotay.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Be the person.
Oh,
the
it is.
segue.
New record. We made it 20 minutes. All right.
It's like, when can I ask?
We bring this up almost every stream at this point. Janeway and Chakotay, or as Ryan likes to go with Chakotay and 7. Which camp are you guys in? I think I know the answer, but I need to prove to Ryan that there's a correct camp.
Yeah.
we
don't have
were
a-
smart enough not to form our own opinion. We went to like sources. We were like,
Nice.
let's go to Kate Mulgrew, let's go to Robert, let's go to Dr. Aaron McDonald, massive Voyager fans.
Mhm.
So we listened. It's like Kevin and I were smart enough to like figure out what do we think is the best. We wanted to listen and go, what do we feel like will be the best, most rewarding thing? Because we do know it's there's two ways it can go. So I can't say anything more than that.
Amazing.
It's just that I'm getting that the universe chose and advised. So Ryan, it's you against the universe.
We've done a poll in the
What's
past,
Ryan's
and it's
position?
We're-
What's
we're-
Ryan's
we're-
position?
We're clearly Janeway fans.
Yeah.
Well,
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Mhm.
my official position is whatever gets these guys riled up, honestly.
No.
That is the answer.
That's
you
all I'll
can't
talk.
say. You can't say because you work on the Voyager documentary, but we all know it's JC.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
When we
Yeah.
when
You
we
said it
poll
with your
people,
eyes.
most people say JC over C7. That's definitely
Well,
Yeah.
the
duh.
thing.
Is that with all the Trek shows? Is this like the shipping that everyone is most focused on out of all the Trek shows?
Ooh, that should have been a Lappy question.
Because I hear this
Favorite
all the
ship.
time, but
Next
I don't
year.
know if I'm getting a just a Prodigy funnel of
Right.
I think
Oh,
it's the
I
most
mean-
devoted of the shippers.
But I don't see a lot of like, oh,
Because it's so
Shatner.
unresolved.
I feel like since Prodigy came out, it has really been driven to the forefront for
Yes.
shippers.
Oh,
But it's never gone
absolutely.
away. I mean, for
No.
20 something years, people have been die-hard Janeway Chakotay shippers, like pretty much from the moment they laid eyes on each other. There was fanfic.
Oh yeah.
So this is definitely a thing, guys.
Well,
Yeah.
and then Prodigy has also helped fan that in the moments that we get to see Janeway and Chakotay together. Just the hug, that hug.
I mean,
I
any
swear,
little thing.
when season 2 was when our show was unplugged and season 2 was potentially not going to come out, I'm like, this is all the good stuff. This is all the Janeway Chakotay stuff. This is like season 1 was this giant tease, and just there's so much good stuff. There's so much good
Yeah,
stuff.
our season 1
Good.
writer's assistant Erin McNamara, who wrote I think an episode in season 1,
Yeah.
and is now she wrote the Janeway Chakotay episode. So that episode.
Ooh.
So, and it was great. I remember we were watching it with Nami, and Nami was like blushing. She's like, "Oh my
Ooh.
I will say I'll say this story too. Like, obviously there's going to be a reunion of these two characters.
Mhm.
But when we recorded the reunion, Kate was recording, and opposite was our voice recorder, Brooke, and he read Chakotay's. And they read the scene together, and Brooke was just crying. He was literally crying as he
Wow.
was reading opposite Kate, and Kate was like, "That was really good."
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Chalmers, right?
There's
Chalmers.
great stuff ahead.
Brooke Chalmers.
Oh.
Yeah.
And if Kate
Oh
loved
my
it, it's
gosh.
exceptional.
He's got like the best
Aw.
Twitter
Mhm.
handle, Super Nintendo Chalmers, I
Yeah,
think is
yeah.
what it is. Brilliant. This guy.
That is.
He's a wonderful man. Wonderful
Yeah, I
man.
think that's my favorite episode of season 2 is that episode. So I'll see
Awesome.
that.
So we
You know,
What?
hey,
just
can I
have-
just say-
Oh.
I also want to just say I love what we do with Chakotay. Like, I love what we do. I think it's totally not what you're expecting, and it's
Ooh.
awesome. I love it.
Oh,
Mm.
Robert,
So what you're saying is I gotta use sick days when that episode comes out.
Mhm.
I won't be able to go on it.
You might need to.
there's been females who have watched, this is an animated show, and they're like, he looks pretty good. Like, I'm like, you realize
Ryan
this
and
is a
Sirach
cartoon.
said that.
Mhm. That's so great because he is such an underused, underserved, underappreciated character, and it's
Yeah.
really, really cool.
I love him
to
in
see
I love
I
I
agree.
love what
getting
we
a
do
chance
with
to
them
take advantage.
more than what I've seen them do in Voyager. I love what we do with them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I just can't
Love
wait
to
for
hear
the
that.
EMH.
Hopefully you guys will agree with that.
Mhm.
Melissa, were you going to say something?
Well, I was going to ask a question, but you have a poll in the live chat. So if you want to say that first, then
Not
I'll
Okay.
ask mine
I don't
after.
see the live. I
vote.
can't see the live chat.
How do
so
we
I have no
see
idea.
that?
Oh, you have
Well,
to
I'll
look
tell you
on
right now.
YouTube.
We've because we just have them for a few more minutes. We've got a poll in the live chat right now. Who do you ship? Let's settle this once and for all. The options are Janeway and Chakotay, Seven and Chakotay, or Worf and Prune Juice.
The timeless romance.
So this is just like us as a fan. What would it would be Jane?
Yeah. Yeah, Janeway.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
it's not even. It's like
It-
I don't even understand the question. Like I don't understand.
It does need to be said that
Seven
Seven
Chakotay.
Chakotay has a whopping 0% of all of
Hey, no
That's
spoilers yet. It's still neck and
Some
neck.
jerk
So
will
far.
hit it.
Ryan's
what do
over
you-
here like, I'm just gonna vote now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got for us, Melissa?
So I was going to ask, what has been the biggest surprise for you making Prodigy and releasing it and fan reactions and whatnot? And have your kids seen it, or do they watch it?
Whoa.
Well, wait, one question at a time, Alisa.
I know. It's a whole convention.
I think for me, yeah. She's like, I got 12 more questions. No, I think for me, I think it's how big of a Trek fan I've become. Like, I feel like our Trek fandom was like 7 out of 10 when we jumped on, and now it's 10 out of 10. And I think it's because when you work on a show that's so hope filled, and I just love it. I love our crew that we work with, and I love the actors, and I love the characters, and I think that I'm like along for the ride as long as it takes, So I think that's the thing that I'm really surprised by.
That's awesome.
I'm definitely surprised by the fan support. I mean, the outpouring and even what you guys do. Like, it's just crazy the amount of just Trek fans there are out there who are just love talking Trek and love, making
watch the show 3 times over. Yeah.
Like, I knew it was there, but it's like experiencing. I had never really truly experienced it until we started to do the show, and it's so rewarding. It's so fun. Yeah, and we're just so proud. I'm so relieved that people like our show. It's very scary to try to do something different with Trek. And to try to honor not just fans of the original series, but fans of TNG and they're all different generations of people many a times. And each of those Treks are very kind of different in their own ways. And so I'm just so happy and relieved, to see people accepting our show,
You nailed it, buddy.
What was some of the other questions, Melissa? There was
well, what did you have for breakfast?
Yes, my daughter and son love it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Awesome.
14.
Yeah, my kids
10.
Awesome.
love it. Yeah. It's yeah.
They watch the episodes early, like in the mixes and stuff, so they'll.
Oh, cool.
So
Lucky ducks.
fun.
Wow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's working where like you might have temp voices and temp music, but you've got pencil drawings and stuff, but like they'll be just glued to like what's happening. And yeah.
Awesome.
Have they seen any of season 2?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we've been doing
Oh, cool.
for like 3 years now or something. So
Gotcha.
that's what I remember. It was like over a year and a half ago. I was telling Nickelodeon, I was like, okay, guys, we should be talking season 3 now because we're gonna start losing our people. And they were like, wait, let's wait. And yeah, so.
I mean, if it plays out right, the kids who are watching it now, by the time you guys are done with your run, they'll have kids of their own. So you can make this a multi-generational show. Like, you get 7 seasons, you're going to have all the generations.
And we'll be 95 and still talking about it.
Yes.
We would talk about that though. Go ahead, Kevin.
One other like thing that I was like surprised by is the our crew is so good, and not just good, but these were people like Nickelodeon has never done anything on this scale before. We were blowing up everything that they've done in their pipeline and doing something just
Bonkers.
just much more complicated, let's just say, than what's normally done there. And our crew was so talented, and on top of that, they were Trek fans. These people, you get an environmental artist, environment artist, and and they're looking at different jobs, and when a Star Trek, animated Star Trek, and they're a Trekkie, oh my God, they're just jumping on board our show. And then the work that they're providing is not just great, but you see the love of it. You see like the LCARs, and our team working on that, and the amount of details.
Yeah, I wish they could be paid more for for the love they put in, but it's like one of those things of, as showrunners, you're like, I wish we could pay everyone fairly, but at the same time, it's like certain people give extra effort because of Star Trek. We're eternally grateful for, for everything they've done.
Have them come to cons. We'll pay them for you.
Yeah.
This is true.
Well, speaking of being grateful, Dan and Kevin, we really, really appreciate you hanging out with us. It's been a ton of fun. Oh, let me close out this this poll real quick.
Very
and
important.
Here, the numbers aren't really important. What's important?
Oh, really, Ryan?
Oh, really?
What's important is that we all learned something today. So, but I will tell you the numbers are for Seven and Chakotay, A whopping 68% voted for that one.
Mhm.
Also,
Filthy liar.
everybody wanted to say thank you in the live chat. So here it is. Check this out.
Hey.
Matt Boardman for the
Yay.
Oh,
Hagemans
Matt.
right here. Love all these guys, all these nice people
Yay.
here. But don't worry, you know, there's a lot of love going your way. Thank you to the Hageman brothers for Prodigy. Thank you. Everybody's loving you. Really appreciate
Dude,
that.
yes.
Love it.
Look at all this good stuff. Oh, and Aaron
Yeah.
Walkie reminds us
There
replays
he
of
is.
Prodigy 100% count. So keep that Netflix player hot. Enjoy it as much as you
Yeah.
want, guys. Don't worry about these poll numbers here. Not important. Not important because that's just I don't know what that meant. That's nothing. Anyway. Anyway, Kevin and Dan, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Everybody at home, please make sure you are watching Star Trek Prodigy. Tell all your friends. They don't even have to be necessarily Star Trek fans. These could be just
Nope.
people that are
Mhm.
sci-fi fans or that have a family or that enjoy animated shows. It's just a great show all
Yeah.
around. If you can
They
get
don't even have to be
a
human.
sports fan. Yeah,
Oh.
that's right.
Maybe pets.
Yeah.
You got a goldfish? Turn on the TV.
Nice.
Keep them
It'll
company.
be so much hopeful for the future.
Mhm.
Mhm. Kevin, Dan, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. Okay, we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Happy New
guys.
Year.
Thank you.
Ah,
Thank
thank
you. Yeah, Happy New
Year.
Happy New
Thank
Year.
Thank you.
All right. Man, that was fun. They're
was awesome.
They're waiting for me to
So much
remove
fun.
them, but they don't know that I'm not.
You can stick around if you want.
I thought I'd be one of the co-hosts now.
Thanks, Kevin. We'll see you
There's
soon,
enough.
buddy.
Join the show.
Appreciate you. All right.
Oh.
I
was
love
rowdy.
them.
That was
So
so
Hang
much
out with them
fun.
longer.
Oh,
Mhm.
I love them.
Yeah.
They really are the best.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh.
much
That
fun.
Prodigy team is just so much fun.
So
Yeah.
amazing.
And honestly, I mean, I've gone on about it at length, but sitting in the audience when they did their panel in Vegas, the
Mhm.
energy in the room and how stoked they all were to be there, how much they love Star Trek.
Yes.
Like it's
Oh yeah.
just
Yes.
the coolest group of people making the most awesome show.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
that
and I
was
feel like Prodigy and Lower Decks are great
Mhm.
because you focus a little bit less on what you see on screen and more on the behind the scenes people. And it really
Mm.
does give them the stage light that they deserve on
Yes.
the behind the scenes crew.
Mhm.
And I've only really seen that happen, I mean, recently with New Trek, with Picard, especially because of how
Oh,
active
yeah.
everyone is on social. But these guys knock it out of the park.
They
Absolutely.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've seen them most actively on social media than any other team.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
Aaron Walkie is a
Yeah.
great example of that, of
Oh, yeah.
always being so involved in fandom, which is
Mhm.
so incredible because we love hearing
Yeah.
from them and
Yeah.
seeing what makes the show work.
Mhm.
As
We are very lucky they
Yeah.
are so engaged with
Yeah.
the audience.
Yeah.
I mean, you can ask a question anytime, and if they can answer it, they will.
Yeah.
Well, and it keeps
Absolutely.
the hype going. It keeps everyone like invested in it, even when there's not new episodes coming out. Like, it's
Yes.
smart
Yeah, totally.
to have this
Mhm.
kind of engagement.
Mhm.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, everybody watching right now, you are in luck. This is the final show of the year. So, of course, we've got to have a top 10 list. This is
Ooh.
insane. We had our panel of judges all voting and numbering what they thought. The question here is, what is the most talked about in-universe Star Trek storyline? So it's not a news item. It's not a casting or a character. It's a storyline. It's like, you know, like Chakotay and Seven of Nine getting married and living happily ever after. It's like a storyline, you know?
Yeah.
So
Sure.
everybody in the live chat, hang out with us while we talk about the top 10. Here's the problem.
I'm
So
so
we all
excited.
kind of voted on this. This was a lot of fun. It's way too nerdy. I loved it so much,
Mhm.
calculating all the
It was
numbers. 'cause
difficult.
It was so
It
much
was so
fun.
hard.
It was hard, but it was so fun.
Mhm.
we like numbered things and
Yeah.
calculated, and it's crazy. Here's the crazy part. There were 3 ties. Okay. So
What?
that just, I know.
Wow.
Jeez.
Ooh, this
Right.
is very exciting.
So what's the subject of the top 10?
Mhm.
Well, the subject is 2000. What? I thought
So
I
what-
just said it.
Yeah,
I was
no.
like, wait, what?
No, I just wanted a little clarification. Like like things that happened in the show versus things that happened in headlines
Yeah,
versus
in
things that happened in your
universe.
head.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
this
So like
is
storylines in
storylines that happened in new Star Trek episodes of 2023. Whether it's Spock and Chapel doing their thing, or whether it's,
Ooh.
Dahl, joining Starfleet, or whatever's going on,
Mhm.
So
But
here
not
they are.
like the musical episode. Because
Right.
that's
Not-
like a
Right.
thing that
So-
happened, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's just an episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. This is going to be a lot of fun. So instead of doing 10, since there was a tie for 11th place that was really close to 10,
Oh.
let's make it 12. Let's be
Okay.
fair here.
All right.
Okay.
One
So
for each
these are
month.
like the honorable
Nice.
mention. These two were tied for 11th place. Jack's hallucinations and what's behind the red door, right? Because so these are like the things that were the most talked about. And I love
Yeah.
that we all have different perspectives, because I run all these Star Trek groups. So I see what all these guys are talking about. I see what they're fighting about. I see what they're theorizing about. But I'm a little less on like Twitter, for
Oh,
example,
like,
or Instagram.
It opened like the floodgates for everybody's jokes about what could be behind the red door also,
Yes.
which like was so
Yeah.
hilarious to me. And like at one of the Should Probably Go parties in New York, they said like we have a trivia game, and it was like what's behind the red door, and there was the correct answer, and then it was also like every gay bar with a red door in New York.
That's awesome.
And there were so many memes, and it was just great, and it kept us waiting like till the end.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that scene with Troy and the walking up to the door and then running out, like I remember watching that, and like my Apple Watch at the time was like your heart rate's going,
Are you having a hard
Oh,
time?
no. Are you okay?
I went on Twitter and other people were talking about just how like
You
so
seem to
tense.
be
It was
stressed
amazing.
out. Would you like to take a break?
Honestly,
Wow.
totally random. But someone should set up like a heart monitor for like Prodigy season 2 and like each of the episodes and
Ooh.
like track it out. I would watch the heck out
Yeah.
of like a stream of that.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes. That's such a great
That was
Good
idea.
idea.
hilarious.
Ah.
Hmm.
So everybody in the live chat, let us know what your predictions are for the top 10 or the top 5, or just storylines that you think are going to be in this.
Yeah.
So tied for 11th place. So these are kind of like our honorable mentions, right?
Hmm.
Jack's hallucinations, what's behind the red door. I can say in the Star Trek Picard Facebook group, everybody had a theory. Everybody had a
Of
hope.
course.
Oh
That
yeah.
was so much fun.
Chuck A in the live chat says it's another red door. That would be funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did a great job of getting everybody curious,
Mhm.
and creating
Yeah.
this mystery. So the other one that tied for 11th place was something I personally thought was going to go higher or do better. Scotty joining the Enterprise.
Hmm.
Mm. It
Scotty
makes sense
doesn't know.
though that it's an
Yeah,
honorable mention
Scotty
because we got
doesn't
so
know.
little of it. It's
Right.
intriguing, but we're
Right.
going to get more.
Right. Right.
Hmm. Yeah.
Sir, I
Hmm.
must protest. Yeah, I thought Scotty was going to do really well, but you're right. It was what, 2
was-
minutes?
And people
Yeah.
would talk
2
more about it
seconds.
if it hadn't have been like the whole like twist with the Gorn at the end and things. Like a lot of
Well,
other crap happened in that
yeah,
episode.
there was
Yes.
so
That
much.
too.
Yeah, so much going on. So many high stakes going on in that last episode. Well,
Mhm.
even just across many different episodes. So yeah, there
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It also like
Yeah.
happened in a busy time in Star Trek. I think it was like
Mhm.
around the time of STLV. There was just a lot going on.
Oh,
in
it
Star
was,
Trek,
yeah.
Yeah,
that
you're
week.
right.
And so like the EMH being in Prodigy had just been announced. And
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
there was a
By
lot.
the
Yeah.
way, we should
digest
mention
that week.
in Strange New Worlds for anybody that doesn't know
Yes.
that,
Right.
because when we say the Enterprise,
happened.
there was also an Enterprise in Picard. But will it be in the top 10?
Hmm.
There were a lot of things. Do you guys think that Scotty is going to become the chief engineer right away? Do you think he's going to be under the tutelage of Pelia? If so, what's going to happen to Pelia?
We
Well,
better
I-
have her another season.
Oh,
Yeah,
I want more Pelia.
yeah. I would think it would be wise of them to ease Scotty in and
Yes.
not make
Agreed.
him kind of like Uhura. You know, she's an ensign, starts out as an ensign, but we can see
Yeah.
her grow. Yeah.
Oh, is Pelia gonna die?
No. No, Pelia is eventually just going to go,
Oh.
well, this has been fun.
She's got to go off on another adventure. I
Exactly.
prefer that.
Next adventure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's just going to do something else.
Scotty,
Like,
okay, I've taught you everything I know. You've got this. I'm out.
exactly.
Bye.
Right.
Exactly. She's not going to die. She can live forever. Or
I
hope
not
so.
forever, but a long time.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Go
true.
Squandering their semi-immortal characters, you know?
Yeah.
I just
My
remember
Immortal.
that episode Hegemony was directed by the director for All Mankind Today, which was also an epic episode.
Oh, man.
Maya Verillo, I think is her name.
Nice.
Damn, I want to talk about that so much, but that's another
No
show.
spoilers. No spoilers.
The second I saw it was that director who directs these amazing Star Trek episodes, I was like,
Mm.
that plus like David Thompson or Thompson and Whittle, like the
Yeah.
two Deep Space Nine people.
Bradley Thompson, I think.
Yes,
And
yeah,
David Weddle.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so good.
All right. So you guys ready to get into the top 10?
Yes.
Do it.
Heck
Way
yes.
too much fun.
Give it,
Uh,
give it.
Woohoo, woohoo.
Everybody in the live chat, are you ready for the top 10 most talked about? This is the what was out there on Twitter, in Facebook groups, on YouTube comments. What were people talking about at the water cooler? Do people even have water coolers anymore?
I have two.
I don't know.
I believe
don't
And
like
it
that
does
this
they-
boiling
anymore.
water. Yeah.
Mhm.
One's
All
in
right.
my bedroom right now.
My water cooler is a refrigerator.
It's called Sparklets, and they deliver it to your home now.
Ooh. Mine is a
All right.
giant filter.
Yeah, mine's a filter in the fridge.
Yeah. Oh, no, mine's like on the cooler. But then it's just
Oh,
me and my
okay.
cat, so I don't
That's
know. Yeah.
true too.
Yeah.
Ricardo says, let's talk in Pelia's accent. I would
I don't
never
know that I
even
can.
attempt it.
I don't know about that.
Oh no.
I'd
I'll
have
mess
to
that up.
practice.
Scotty,
Maybe
and that's
the
probably
hardest accent ever to imitate.
That was super creative.
Mhm.
it. Mhm.
All right, here it comes. So the top 10, Melissa, I believe you have number 10 for us, right?
Yes. Number 10 is Worf is a pacifist now?
Ah.
And he drinks tea.
And he drinks chamomile tea. And he only kills people on Wednesdays now.
Mm.
That's right.
Man, it's
Execution's
so
only on
true
Wednesday.
though. This one I was a little unsure about when I was putting in my own votes, because I was thinking when that was the biggest news was in the trailer when he turned around and goes,
Mm.
I'm a pacifist now, or whatever he says, right? And everybody's what Worf is a pacifist, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, when was that? Was that at the end of 2022? Was it leading up to when it premiered in February? I don't remember when it was, but it was
Oh.
definitely huge. Certainly
Mm.
early last year,
Mhm.
early this
Yeah.
year.
Seeing it
Was
in
it-
action was
Was it Star Trek
definitely
Day
something.
that trailer came out?
Or I think New York Comic Con, because it was also the same
Oh,
one
yeah.
that showed Moriarty.
Yeah.
Right.
That.
Yep.
Mhm.
Dude, when that dropped, it's my mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
The
Yeah.
sound I made, I think it was somewhere
When-
between like a gurgle and a faint. It was, it was like,
Wow.
I'm like, when
Mm-hmm.
stuff was getting leaked at that Murph line, the Murph Hunger Games at New York Comic Con.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yeah.
Oh my God. That was crazy bloodbath.
Yeah. Yeah.
The best was like everybody trying to get more than one. I like actually got one from a priest. I was like, no one will suspect you. Like, if you go back for a second.
Amazing.
That was out of control.
But that was such a great neat little carrot to drop for everyone so that they would get extra invested. Worf is a pacifist?
Yep.
What? Are you kidding?
Right.
We gotta watch this now because Worf, pacifist in the same
We gotta know.
sentence? We gotta know.
And whether that's people being like, ooh, I'm curious, or people being like, wait a minute, no, that's not okay.
Right? What the
You're
F is
screwing up
this?
Worf.
I will hate watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You
he's
were
so
wrong.
cute.
Oh my god, he's amazing.
He's
I love
so
pacifist
cute.
Worf. He's the
Oh,
best version
I love
of Worf.
Pacifist Worf too.
Yeah. He's like the ultimate Worf, like
Yes.
evolution.
Yes, and
It's like-
Pacifist Worf, we got the best scene ever on television, in my opinion. Is
Yes.
Worf sleeping on the bridge.
Oh my
Yes.
God, that was the best.
That was so good.
A warrior's nap. That
A
was.
warrior's
Also, when they
nap.
were cutting that episode and they just saw that they had that, they're just like, oh my god, yes.
Mhm.
Immediate, like it's going in the episode.
Oh,
That was the
Amazing.
cutest thing I've ever seen.
So
Mhm.
cute.
Okay,
I'm so
Shar,
tired.
do you want to
Yes,
tell
sir.
us what number 9 is? If everybody's ready for number 9, it's going to be nuts.
Well, get this. We don't have a number 9 because we have a tie for 8th. So we're gonna do that.
Oh,
Yeah. How about it? And this is a good one. This is a good one. Picard and Beverly have a son together. Yes, this was big news.
Mhm.
hmm
True that.
The Jack Crusher thing. Well, the people were talking about that so much, not just because it was Picard has a son, not just because it was
Mhm.
Beverly has a son, but also because they made a mystery around it, where it was like,
Yeah.
first it was,
Yeah.
who is this guy? Then we go, oh my God, it's Beverly's son. And then we start going, wait a minute, is that Picard's son? And then Riker's hinting at it. Everybody's talking
Yeah.
about
Right,
it.
yeah, who's the daddy?
It's like even Star Trek fans knew it was his son before Picard did. Even he was the
Mhm.
last.
Yeah.
He was like,
He's
I
the
don't know.
cutest.
I don't know.
And he's a cutie too.
Yeah.
That accent.
But then all the Picard and Crusher relationshipers rejoiced because, oh my God, they had a kid together, even though it didn't ultimately work out. Well, that launches 1,000 more fanfics itself.
True
Oh
that.
yes.
It just makes me miss Darnell so much because he was the other like
Mm.
massive Star
Oh.
Trek Downton Abbey fan I
Mm.
knew.
Oh,
The
I
second we
loved
saw
that.
him get cast, we would have been like, "Ah," and Darnell would have been making memes, and it would have been amazing.
We love Darnell. We miss
Yes, we
our
do.
good friend Darnell. Well, I don't know, Shar. What do you think? What should we just do what it's tied with?
Why not? Since
I
they're
can't think of
tied,
any reason.
let's go for it. Well, let's talk about the Changelings then. Changelings in Picard season 3. Say what?
Yeah.
They look like raw meat.
This is awesome.
For the
And
record,
the-
that's a soap I'm never going to make. I'm not going to make a version of Changeling as
Oh
raw
my
meat.
You would look
God.
so good. You could make it so good.
Oh my god.
You know, here's the thing is like if you
Star.
mix red and white, it does look like this a lot of
Mm.
times. And so there's a running joke about like the meat soap in soap making forums and stuff. But I'm not going to do it because it looks terrible.
Oh gosh.
That does kind of look like throw up,
I
doesn't
love
it?
the subculture.
Oh
of
my
roasting
gosh.
Uh-huh.
No.
But you could make a little bucket.
Ew, that makes it
That could be
worse.
the selling point. Is
Then it could
it's
be
in a
like
bucket.
kind of coming out of, right? Like it's like
Wait a
special
minute.
shape.
You know what? No,
Barf
no.
in
I'm
a
just going to stick to
bucket.
DS9 changelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, if changelings throw up, can they just with their jaw extend out into a bucket and catch their own throw up and then bring it back in?
That's amazing.
Well, do they
It's
vomit at all, or is this
disgusting.
just like sport for them?
Maybe.
Like there was
Maybe
this whole
they're
discussion.
showing off.
There was this whole discussion during Picard about whether Vadic's cigarette was her or not.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like whether it was
yes.
whether she
Yeah.
like made it or whether it was
That's
That was
oh
really interesting.
gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. And oh my gosh, the smash, the Vatic like ice smash was
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And is she dead
Satisfying.
or isn't she dead? And
I did
there's
want
a
to.
lot
I
of
agree with
mystery around the
Marina
Changeling.
Kupchak says, I really just like that the Changeling storyline sort of went nowhere the moment the board connection got revealed. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I did want it to go like a little bit further.
Yeah.
Or just not get resolved so that there's even more room to bring it back.
right.
Mhm.
You know, it was funny
Mm.
too when that episode came out and like there were changelings. I was still like full blown, like couldn't move my body at
Oh,
all
God,
after the car
right.
crash. And so when that happened, oh my gosh, I like flew as much as my legs would let me off the couch. And I was just like, oh my, I'm like cradling my
Oh.
So, like Picard, like every episode has like a milestone for my recovery, and that one was the okay, I can
Aw.
at least move in a jarring way without collapsing. So that's a win. I just remember like trying not to make it worse, but also being like,
Yes.
changeling.
You know,
I
I
think
can't
probably
help
what
but
I'd like group really fast, what I'd group
Yeah,
there
go ahead.
also is like, what alien species were the people on Vatic's ship? We also
Yes.
we never really went out. And
Right.
there
That's
was so much
what
talk,
never
like, were
got
they
answered to me.
green?
Right.
were
That's a
changelings.
loose end.
I wanted them to be Breen
I
so
wanted
bad
that to
because
be
I was like,
green
Yeah.
too.
the Dominion, it's the
Yeah.
Breen. I was sure of it.
Right.
I was cocky. I was like, it's gonna be the
Yeah.
what?
But we
Trust
never
me. It's,
found out.
It doesn't even
According
matter.
to the captioning, they were changelings.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but
what they were saying was being attributed to changeling.
language.
But
Hmm.
why
So
did they wear
maybe they
masks?
were changelings emulating brain.
Mm.
maybe.
I don't know.
We didn't even know
'Cause
if they're green. It's just like
I
It
don't
gets
know
really
either.
complicated.
Yeah.
Changelings.
I don't know either. We didn't get clarification, but we do need more Breen storylines.
Hmm.
Here.
Totally.
Both
I
of
love
which
that,
could
those
happen,
guys.
changelings and Breen in Legacy.
In
It could
any
happen.
of them.
hmm Well, look, everybody, let's go to number 7. Everybody's banging on the door saying, what's number 7? What's
Ew.
number 7? Let me tell you something. Jenny knows the answer.
I do, except that we don't have a number 7.
Not even with
Because we
Chakotay?
have- Definitely not with Chakotay. But we do have a tie for 6.
Wow.
More
Wow, here it
ties.
comes.
And
All
oddly
right.
enough, the first number 6 is 7.
Ah.
7 becomes
I
a
love this
captain.
photo
I
so
know,
much.
It's a great photo.
Such a
She just looks
powerful-
like
She
she
owns
owns
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
glorious. And the color, look at the color.
The color
The blue
palette's
with
awesome.
the gold. Yeah.
Mhm.
Unbelievable.
Her
Oh, yeah.
lipstick really coordinates with the red in the
Yes.
uniform. It's
It's-
Mhm.
glorious how much
Yeah.
that matches.
Everything here is like, yeah, perfection.
What I wouldn't give for Prodigy to show Captain Seven and Janeway's reaction to that. I would give a lot to see that.
Totally.
But
Yeah.
timeline wise, Picard is way after Prodigy.
I
Yes.
don't care. I'll take a time jump. They
We
get
can
into a
timey-wimey it.
timey-wimey situation. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there is
yes.
timey-wimey stuff in Prodigy. I'm sure the Hagemans can finagle something.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Finaglemans.
So, I mean, Captain 7, that gave us a whole bunch of awesome stuff to talk about because it wasn't just, 7 finally going back to Starfleet. We got, not just captain, but captain of the Enterprise. We had Tuvok
Yes.
Yes.
her commission, which was like super, super special. And that also gave us like the redemption of Captain Shaw in a lot of ways too, which was really awesome. And just Jerry Ryan
tried.
getting to Jerry Ryan getting to
Yeah.
be the boss that she is,
The boss that we always
Yeah.
knew she would be.
Yeah.
And
What kind of
is.
captain do you guys think 7 of 9 would be? Because you notice all of our captains, they have different styles, right?
Yeah.
Like Picard is kind of the diplomat. Janeway is kind of what's Janeway? The adventurer? What is she? I don't
She's
know.
the explorer.
She's the
Yeah,
explorer.
there you go.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
she's more of a scientific mind. So every now and then, like, she'll get her hands dirty. Other times she'll send Chakotay. We've got to explore that nebula.
Mhm.
You know.
It's coffee in
And
it. We
she's
got
Kirk.
always keeping an eye out for her crew.
She's the caretaker too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
this is true.
Oh,
Pardon the
in a
pun.
twist of
Yeah.
fate, she becomes the caretaker. Voyager.
Right?
Yeah.
It all
And
comes
Kirk-
full circle.
Kirk is the cowboy, right? So I don't
Yeah.
know. What do you guys think? What kind
She's
of
Janeway, because Janeway was her mentor.
Mm.
I feel like
Probably-
7 would be the protector. Like
Very
she
good.
would want
That's
to
a
keep
great
Yeah.
as many people and help
True.
as many people as she could. Because
Yes.
vigilante? I bet you.
Yeah. Especially,
she-
all the time
Well,
she's
she's
already-
Rangers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but she's
yeah.
already kind of done that with helping Picard and Riker.
She's chaotic good, man.
Mhm.
That's what
Yes.
it
Rick,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The very best way.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's
Okay.
awesome.
Jenny, what's the other
Ooh.
number 6 tie for
Oh,
number 6? I know.
Nice. The other number 6 is Spock and Chapel's romance in Strange New Worlds, which give us a lot to talk about.
Look at this.
Look at that
Mhm.
threesome.
Look at that threesome.
Okay, Worf.
Wow.
Yeah, bringing it back to Worf. That might have been his best spoken line ever
Oh
in
my
the whole
God.
show
I
ever.
love that
Oh my
one.
gosh.
I will
So
make it a
good.
threesome.
How he put that line out there without even a hint of a smirk. That is
So
acting.
good.
Because I would have
Yeah.
lost.
Top quality performance.
Well, I heard that
Darn.
Klingons smirk in their loins. I think that's why, so we couldn't see it.
Nice.
Oh
All
my.
right.
Off camera.
Well, that created
So
imagery.
Spock and Chapel.
Yeah, back to that.
Yeah.
They did spark this.
So what do we all think about them?
I'm so into it, but I
Mm.
hate the looming, like, we know it doesn't work out
Yeah.
in the future.
True.
I
It's
kind of wonder if
wonderful.
it's like over already.
So do
Like
I.
they did their thing and they
Yeah.
tried and it fell
Mhm.
apart way too
Within, like,
quick.
an
I was
episode. Yes.
I was
Yeah.
really hoping that it
Yeah.
would take a little longer. Now, that's not to say they might not try again, but like you said, we already know the end result, so I feel like this is it. And well, that's okay. It was really good while it lasted for 5 seconds.
Yeah. I would
Well,
like
I
wage
feel like-
money that she's going to meet Roger Corby this season.
Mm.
Mm.
See, I feel like with this one, they can shift gears almost from the sexy relationship kind of thing to a more friendship relationship, and they can make a very
Boo.
deep friendship.
I know. I wanted
Mm.
more sexy.
I know.
But
Just
I
for a
don't
little
know.
while.
Yeah, and then we've got to get Chapel to where she's like still kind of longing for Spock, but she's not really going to do anything about it.
I think that's one of the interesting parts about it is that we've gotten this really independent, like strong version of her because before Strange New Worlds, we only had the kind of like Mooney Chapel, you know?
Mhm.
So it's
Yes.
nice.
Mhm.
It's and I mean she's the one who sort of has ended it at this point. So what takes, what happens to get her to the point where she's maybe regretting it or
Yes.
missing him is I'm really interested to see, 'cause
After
I
the
feel
banger
Yeah.
of "I'm ready," I don't know how they're gonna get
Right?
back up that mountain because
Yeah.
that just
But-
slid all the way down.
But
It'll be
there's
really fun to explore that
yeah, but there was a rescue of Chapel,
That's right.
and
Right.
That was
so
great.
there's a potential for them to visit it a little bit more because I agree they didn't visit it enough
Yes.
for yeah.
What if Chapel is just using Spock to get to T'Pring?
I mean,
Mm.
though.
can you blame her?
No. Cannot.
No.
No.
I mean, that would get really complicated, but I'm here to watch it.
Mhm.
Yeah, there you
Though-
go.
You'd probably settle
Right.
for T'Pring's parents too, wouldn't you? Or at least her dad.
Oh my God, her dad was so freaking adorable and hilarious.
We
I
love
want
him.
more of him, but I
It
don't
would be
think
fun to see them again.
I don't think we're gonna. I don't know. I don't feel like we're
Yeah.
gonna see him again, but maybe.
Hopefully.
Well,
That could be the
I
way.
The
hope
Raids was the
so.
episode.
Yep.
I
Love that
hope so.
episode.
Because I would
I
like
just-
to see T'Pring again as well.
I just want to say that when we I can't remember who brought it up. I think it was maybe Melissa when she was talking about a changeling throwing up into their own mouth and catching it and then pulling it back in. When- and
Can't do
just
that again, huh?
pulling it back in. When we did that, our viewership numbers started to dip, surprisingly.
Oh, so you have to bring it up again? What are you doing,
But then
Ryan?
when we talked about Spock and Chapel, boy, those things shot back up. So I think that's definitely surprising. I don't understand why that is.
Hmm.
Ew.
It's time for number 5, you guys. Katie, I think you've got number 5 today.
I do indeed. This one, number 5, not a tie.
Oh.
Just outright, the new Titan crew is assembled in the Picard finale.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Mhm.
The conversations I had, Shar, you know Patrick. We were like texting each other. We're just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like, my data rates went through the roof.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
We
don't
were
doubt that.
typing.
Not at all. Yeah, and speaking of complication, hello, Seven and Rafi, who are apparently exes, which I'm totally still pissed at, by the way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That-
Commanding the
they're
ship
only-
together, though.
They don't have to be like forever exes. You know?
No.
They
No, but-
ended that
Yeah.
way too abruptly and not
Yeah.
not
They didn't have
def-
to either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I want to see them get back together and then like ceremoniously adopt Naomi Wildman. Just like, yeah, Naomi, you still have a mom, but we're gonna take you. Come here, get over on the bridge. Like that's what I want.
Plus, like encompasses Seven becoming a captain, and also sort of like explores Geordie's daughter, at least one of his
Yes.
daughters more. Which
Mhm.
obviously we need to know
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
who the
Yeah.
mom is.
Mhm.
But she's amazing in her own right.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
completing Raffi's redemption arc.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
it felt so
Yeah.
good.
Plus, like,
Yeah.
what's up with Q?
right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Right? Is he
Exactly.
dating Jack
So-
Crusher now?
Oh,
apparently.
Now we definitely need that legacy show. So the
Mhm.
Titan crew is that jumping point. Let's go. Let's go.
mhm.
Legacy.
You hear that,
Oh, yeah.
Netflix?
Right?
Yeah.
Let's make Prodigy a cash cow so they're just like, oh my gosh, yeah, get more, get more, get more.
Yeah, we're gonna buy all the Star Trek now.
Let's do this
Yeah.
Star Trek thing.
We can only hope.
That should be like a parody of that do that brand new thing, that Offspring song. Do that brand new thing, right? Do that Star Trek thing, whatever. Yeah, with the cowbell.
Uh-huh.
All right,
Christopher Walken.
Yep. So he's in a winter wonderland.
Nice.
Thank you. All right, because he's walking, whatever.
Yeah.
Look,
Yes.
this is where we get into the top 4. This is where it's crazy. This is where it's going to get spicy. Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel has number 4 to tell everybody.
Ooh. The Enterprise D has been restored by Geordie.
Yeah.
That was big
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4 on the board, number 1 in my heart.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like I was hoping so much throughout that series that they would bring back the D. And like part of me was like, oh no, they probably don't give me that look, right? I'm an innocent mind.
So
Some of us are
happy
not,
seeing this
Katie.
picture.
Yeah, some of us are not.
Yeah.
You never know these days if they're gonna actually listen to what the fans maybe want. Sure enough, they
Yes.
flashed that D on the screen and it was all history after that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mm.
Like
Mm.
as a
Thanks for the D
story
pics,
point.
Farrah.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, tons of D
Right.
pics.
Unsolicited.
That's it.
Oh, that episode came out.
Trek
people were
Core just
sending
spam
D-pics
them
Such a
everywhere on the
surprise.
internet.
I see.
More
Yeah.
more screenshots. Right. Hilarious shot.
I don't know. I think a lot of people might say that was number one. Like right now, we're getting into
Well,
where I
it's
think a
'cause
lot
some
of
them
people are going to be
overlap.
contentious about number
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Todd Fielding says that was his number one.
Mhm. I'm with you,
Now,
Todd.
these are
It's
not our
tough.
favorites. You know, we gotta give that little
Yes.
caveat. This is not our favorites. This is just the things that we feel people talk the most about in
Mhm.
Star Trek fandom. And this was talked about a lot.
Oh yeah.
Not just in,
Oh, yeah.
groups
Mhm.
and on
Mhm.
Twitter, but people that made it, like the David
Mhm.
Blasses of the world, they
Yeah.
were talking about it.
Yeah.
Star Trek
Well,
convention panels were
They're
done,
selling
live
the
shows.
carpet.
Patrick Stewart
Yeah.
still
I
talking
have
about
carpet
it.
in my house. I have carpet.
Nice. The Matt Boardman does too. If I
Yes.
remember correctly.
Nice.
Yes, he does. Yeah. There's like I mean all of that out not in world, in real world. What not in
In universe.
out universe? Yeah, in universe. But the out universe stuff kind of made all the in universe part of it even better and more amazing than it
Exactly.
already was. And it was already just as a story point. Geordi.
Mm.
They're
Geordi
like,
did
here, have the Fleet Museum. What would you like to do with it? He's like, I know. And I mean, 20 years, he would have had to like day one be like, all right, I have a plan. We just gotta,
he did.
right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just seeing them on
that's-
that bridge. It's like massive endorphin release. Oh,
Mhm.
love them so much. It's so special.
Yeah.
What a gift.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I
Really
talked to Todd Marks in Vegas, and he did he was in charge of doing the graphic displays. Like the active ones and doing
Oh, that's funny.
all the ones on the Titan, but also all the ones in the Enterprise, and talking to him about working out the timing
Yeah.
of
Mm.
that was
And I mean, like, it was talked about everywhere. It was
Yeah.
like plastered all over Times
Yeah.
Square, in
Yes.
the subways. I just feel like this
Yes.
was such a talked about like image and things.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and something I know a lot of people and myself. I mean, when they blew that ship up in Generations, I was very upset, and I have been
Yeah.
very upset about it
Mhm.
for 30 years. And it's like people kept saying, and I felt the same way, that it was seeing it was something that they never knew they needed, but they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
like just it was like
Definitely.
something was like made whole again, and that's really
Yeah.
cool. Mhm.
I definitely felt that way upon seeing it again, that I didn't realize how much I needed to see it again. And not only that, but to hear the computer voice again
Yes,
while seeing the
Yes.
bridge
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
was
good.
incredible.
Oh yeah,
So
Marina
nice.
Kupchak reminds us that they even had the Enterprise D land in Times Square, like on that huge 3D.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
So cool.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
was pretty sweet.
Mm.
All right, you guys ready for the top three?
Yes.
I
Let's do
say
it.
let's do it. Let's break some hearts. But also it's fun because it feels reminiscent. Like just talking about this makes me feel happy again, even though this was, 8 months ago or something
Yeah.
like that. It was just
Yeah.
such
a
a
busy
time
year.
of
Amazing.
wonder.
Yeah.
Melissa,
Yeah.
what was number 3 most talked about in universe storyline of 2023?
Oh, this is such
And wait
a
a
good
minute. How come the episode 3 of the very short Treks isn't in this? I fought for it, but it didn't make the cut.
So the third number 3 is, and I love this one, the Picard finale poker scene. Woohoo!
Ooh. Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
so
one of
good.
the most iconic moments of the whole thing.
So
Oh.
good.
Just
Yeah.
look at them.
They're
Talk about
laughing.
warm
They're happy.
fuzzies.
Mhm.
Data looks like he has Oreos though.
Yes,
Yeah, he
and
does.
my fans
Uh-huh.
are blue.
Yeah.
Oreos.
Yum.
Yeah, that scene for me was just the most memorable. I mean,
Mhm.
that was the most memorable scene for me in the entire thing. I know that, you know, a lot of people may have thought that certain reveals or certain battle scenes or certain jokes, but that was the one, you know, like you guys were saying earlier, that I didn't know I needed. And when I
Yeah.
saw it, I was just like, oh my God, this is, I know that it's edgy and it's maybe better, some people might say, to have a character die and them
Yeah.
split up
Not
and
these
strife
ones.
and painful and this,
No.
but having them together, I was like, whoa,
Absolutely.
I
really
like this
tried
so
to
much
split up.
better. This is great.
Yeah.
I want more
Absolutely.
of that. I want to
Yeah.
mainline that right into my
Yeah.
It was
giz-
amazing to see, but the relief. Did you guys all feel like that
Mhm.
sense of,
Yes.
oh my
Oh,
God, they didn't kill
yes.
anyone? Like that
They
was,
live
I
happily
Yes.
ever after.
So thinking they were going to. And then when nobody did die, I was like,
Mhm.
oh, they really are going to go for the
Yeah.
happily ever after. Well, that's actually kind of
Oh.
different now
Yeah.
because you expect people to die now on modern TV shows.
Which
So it
is-
was
yeah.
such a complimenting, heartwarming thing to have that poker table bring it all
Yeah.
full circle from all
Yeah.
good things to this. And that was the perfect send off.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
they really did the finale so well, so
Mhm.
brilliantly
So
done. And it hit you right in the places where it needed to go. It
Yeah.
hit all of the
Mm.
right notes because it kept the continuity of the story
Absolutely. Yeah.
real, honest. It
Yeah.
didn't try and trend it out by killing somebody off.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
So
not
Yeah.
even just, and not even from Next Generation to Picard, but through Picard as well. Like
Mhm.
looking at
Yes.
Picard's evolution, that character from Next Generation and through
Right.
the 3 seasons of Picard, the arc is like everything that happened in season 1 and 2 led him to the point where he could be sitting at that table smiling, you know, with his family, you know,
Yeah.
I just ugh.
You
I'm just
really
gonna
do
go-
have to
I'm just
go
gonna go
through the
fall on
whole
the floor.
series like all
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
again just to really see that because it
Mhm.
felt a little disjointed, like going from season to season without watching the other ones going
Yeah.
into season 3.
Mhm.
But having done so now in retrospect, yeah,
Mhm.
things happen in seasons 1 and 2 that really pay off in season 3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
And also there's
exactly.
all the talk of like the extended poker scene
Yes.
minutes. So
Yeah.
I feel
Right.
like anytime that happens, that also like ups the chatter of it.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
So
You know, if they
good.
really wanted to like just serotonin blast everyone, what they could do at like Star Trek Las Vegas is you get the cast together, you do an exclusive after hours event
Oh my
where you
God,
go and
right?
play poker, and each of the cast is at a different table. And you get to go and play poker. You buy an
Oh
exclusive
my
ticket, and you get to play
God.
poker with one of them.
yeah.
That is free for you guys to use in the universe.
Nice.
I would pay big money for that.
A lot of people would, and oh my gosh, yeah, if they want to make a lot of money, that would be the way to
Oh,
do
yeah.
it.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. I don't even know how to play poker. They could just take my chips. I don't care. I just want to sit in a chair.
All right. Enough screwing around. Time for number 2.
It's all
This is where we get serious. No more joking. This is
Oh,
where
yeah.
people get pissed and they fight and they cry. Oh, this is going to be good stuff. Number 2. Wait a minute. Who's got number 2? I think it's Shar.
Do we have number 2? Number 2.
There it is.
All right. Oh, this is a good one. I'm so happy. Mariner and Boimler visit the Enterprise. Yes. This is probably my like capstone 2023 moment right here.
Nice. Mhm.
Yep.
Iconic. Huge.
Oh my God.
Love it
Very,
so
This
much.
very
This
much
This was
Inner
buzzy
talked
AF.
about. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, people were talky about this one, especially because some people, they really have a favorite show out of the new ones. But now you're doubling the audience in that regard, like the Lower Decks hyper fans and the Strange New Worlds hyper fans. And then also like the grumpy, like original series fans that are like, Well, that does sound kind of. I'll check it out, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have like
Well-
Vanity. I can't remember if it was Vanity Fair or Variety recently when they did their like top 25 episodes of TV this year. They put this like the crossover episode as one of the top, and they were like, it also makes you want to watch both of the shows.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
It seemed to have like broken into mainstream.
hmm
Just pretty cool.
Well, and the last time we had a Star Trek TV shows crossover thing, wasn't it Enterprise with the chef? So it's like,
Oh my
the bar
God.
was buried 6 feet under the ground. All they had to do was walk over it. But they like jumped into the stratosphere with this one. They like totally were like, we're gonna make this awesome.
They made it.
Yeah, I
good.
mean,
Did make it awesome.
And it could have epically failed. Crossovers are
yeah.
tricky to pull off in
Mhm.
a good way, and man, did they nail it.
Yeah.
And a
Mhm.
full episode crossover, not just like a, oh hey, yeah, Quark's gonna introduce Harry Kim. Like, no, it was the entire
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Oh good.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I think is definitely. I mean, it's a credit to the writing. It's a credit to Tawny Newsom and Jack Quaid just for being
Mhm.
for having the not only just having these amazing voice talents, but also being incredible actors who
Mhm.
incredible comedic actors and also
Oh, yeah.
dramatic actors, because that whole geez, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just the Boimler Spockness of it all.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, and then
And it was-
yeah.
And it was
Sorry.
like talked about so much, and it aired during the strike, so you didn't have like all the
Right.
people who were in it or making it tweeting about it. It just
Right.
was like such a big deal that it just like
Grassroots.
had its own.
Yeah. And nevertheless, like the chatter was at an all-time fever pitch.
Mhm.
Yes,
We
and
just
like
had so
the
many things.
outfits being like worn at Mission Chicago really kicked it off.
Yes.
Like,
Mm.
huge.
So
Yeah,
good.
the episode, it was just chock full of so many things to talk about.
Mhm.
And it all
Yeah.
revolved around the central core of they're on the Enterprise.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
what
you
that
know-
could mean for future crossovers.
Yeah.
yes.
Right. That's what I'm hoping for. I mean, and
Maybe.
then who's to say Lower Decks can't do a crossover with Prodigy, for example?
Right.
Exactly.
I mean,
would
If they can with
scream-
Lower Decks,
Yep.
why
Oh,
not?
yeah.
Hmm
That'd
Mhm.
be so crazy.
What do you guys think? Number one? Number one is actually episode 3 of Very Short Treks, when Riker and Beverly Crusher are being offered that
No, it's
soup-
not.
that soup casserole,
Or like
Liar.
it makes
they-
very short tracks. It's Trip Tucker returns.
very organic.
Yes. Yes.
It was a very organic. Actually, I think Jenny's got number one. This is it.
Do
This
I?
is the number one most talked
Ah.
about in universe Star Trek storyline of 2023.
Mhm.
Is it?
Yeah, which is
Ooh.
the TNG7 reuniting one more time.
Yes.
Coincidentally, also my other number one.
This is not a surprise.
Oh, I love them
Oh
so
my
much.
gosh.
Oh my
Let's just
goodness.
look at
So-
them. We are so
so
lucky to have them
glad.
all.
I know.
Oh, we are. That all of them are still with us.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yes,
I was
that
getting
too.
nervous. Like, is Star Trek they're gonna pass and we won't have anything left, like new stuff from them. It'll just be the movies after that. And it's like, it felt so good that we got it in.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah.
Mhm.
We really got
Just so
spoiled
many
there.
shows
So
miss
much.
it. Oh,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
guess only I
We're so
talked
lucky.
about what happened to Picard and Lyris.
Mm-mm. Oh.
I did a little bit, but I was just like, Laris is fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Laris is like, whatever, Jean-Luc.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
expected
I
this.
got bigger fish to fry.
Laris will take care of herself. That's
Yes.
a given. But nevertheless, I could have done with more
Mhm.
Laris. I just like to
Oh,
watch
she
her.
was
Done
awesome.
with more Laris too.
Do
Mhm.
you think you wrote her like a Dear Laris letter?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like, the
Dear
second he
Laris.
said he was leaving.
A
She was like,
subspace
I know you're not
message.
coming back.
100%. Yeah.
But the
He
thing
should
is,
have given. He should
they
break
did-
up with her the same way that Beverly called him in that first episode, like in some encrypted, like an ashtray that's talking to her, and she's like, "What the heck? I don't even use this thing."
Ashtray? Really?
Whatever it was.
so I'm clueless.
Please take care
with
of the
these-
vineyard.
Or maybe she
Breakups.
left because she has a
The
baby.
breakups?
Yeah, no, I'm clueless when people break up because it didn't seem like it was a clear breakup to me. And to me, it didn't seem like Beverly and Jean-Luc were together at the end.
It's me.
No, they were just taking their kid off to college.
They deleted the scene.
Very, yeah.
That episode where Neelix and Cass break up, but they like took out the scene and suddenly they're just not together anymore. It was like that.
I feel like
when
they're just kinda like,
yeah,
Oh,
I
go
was
ahead.
like, when they said goodbye, when and Picard was like, "No, I'm gonna meet you there."
Yeah.
He meant it.
I think
didn't
Laris
mean-
just knows more.
She knew,
Yeah.
yeah, she knew. Orla Brady, like, it was on her face, it
Yeah.
was, and
Yeah.
I don't know. In terms of Beverly at the end, I like to think that maybe they're kind of together, but in a like cool grown up way where they just like hang out whenever they want to, but they have like separate
Yeah.
places,
Well,
like they're
no,
good.
something
They're
funny
good
happened Where I
friends.
stopped shipping them after like decades. They just kind of like the romance seemed gone. I don't know.
But they said at one point that they weren't together.
Yeah, but they just didn't. They stopped having the chemistry they used to for me.
Okay, so
Okay.
is this going to turn into another C7 and JC? This is going to be PB or PL, right?
Oh, man.
Well, the thing is,
That's
he could
tough.
never truly be with Laris while like Crusher was still in the ether, and that was like unresolved. Which I feel like Laris understands.
Yeah,
Do you think her last name is Nemechek? Just out of curiosity.
definitely.
Yeah, I
Chris
don't know.
Nemechek. That'd be
Cute.
very cool if that were canon.
Shout out to our good friend
It should
Larry
be.
Nemechek, by the way. He's such a trooper, and he's always bringing us great news and great shows, including recently on Tuesday. We missed a very good show. I missed it, but I think Anne-Marie saw it. So shout out to
What?
Larry Nemechek, our good buddy. Look, that concludes our top 10.
Oh,
I know.
Marina
That was
says,
good.
yes,
Good, yeah.
another poll.
Is that how we
This is
should close the
another
show?
poll.
Maybe.
Hmm.
I have a feeling you mean a poll. I was thinking a poll
poll.
between which group, which triad is the most contentious, the Voyager triad or the Picard triad. But no, you're saying
No.
Voyager.
who do we ship more, Picard and Bev or
Exactly.
Picard and Laris? I feel
Yeah.
bad
Yes,
for
that.
Laris.
Another poll.
I
No,
feel like
at the
nobody's
end,
going to
I
vote
felt
for
like he could go
Laris.
back to. I actually now I'm shipping him and Laris more.
Yes, me
Now that,
too.
now that he has Crusher out of his system, I feel
Well,
like that's
yeah.
resolved.
And they established in season 3 that they didn't work as a couple. They tried it, but they didn't work as a couple.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
they
think
tried.
that he can go back to Laris. What's stopping him?
I
And
feel
then
like
Laris
nothing,
breakfast
like,
magic.
Char might have
We're
said
good,
it.
but-
Like it feels like their kid went off to college and they're like, okay, well the kid's no longer in the nest. Let's go explore things. So it's like
Exactly.
they'll still be really good friends. There's just not going to be that hop in the
Yeah.
bed, Bev.
So,
Like that's going to be
I-
more of Laris.
So
Yeah.
Marina
Yeah.
mentioned one of my favorite things, which is that there's a shuttle named after Larry Nemechek in TNG because
Yes.
Jerry Taylor, she was writing the episode
Really?
and Larry's companion was on all their desks because he like was the one cataloging everything that was going on for them to use in the writer's room. And she had a famously hard time like coming up with Star Trek names. So she just saw Nemechek and like reversed the M and the C, I think. And that's the name of the shuttle.
Yes.
Very
Oh.
fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, shout out to our good friend, the Matt Boardman, for always creating these cool
Hmm.
thumbnails and graphics behind us. Really cool. He also, if you don't
Heather.
like how the top 10 turned out, blame the Matt. We all had it right, but when he voted, he threw everything out of whack. We were all like set to do
Aw.
exactly whatever it is that
So
you were hoping it would be. Whatever that was that you were hoping it would be, that's how it was. And then Matt was like, I'll get you, He-Man, or whatever. So the poll in the live chat is, who do you ship? Picard plus Laris, or Picard plus Bev, or Worf plus Naps?
Waiter says, Picard will get a Kodak from Laris in 20 years and meet his daughter.
Ah, damn. Can't beat
No,
that.
I wasn't seeing the breakfast croissant like light that I used to see between them. That's why I'm now.
Mm.
That's why I'm now.
Like-
She's gone. She's out of his system. I'm now Picard Laris.
Okay.
I feel like the
Right.
peak Picard
too.
Bev is it attached?
Is
I feel like
attached.
they have that.
Attached.
Yeah,
Oh my god, it's so hot.
Oh,
Yes.
oh my gosh, yes.
I don't think
He's
there's
in
any
it too.
episode I've
That's
watched
why
that
he
many
leaves the
times.
action jacket. Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Action
on
jacket.
fire.
I thought Picard got Jack out of his system. I thought that's how that. I don't know. Maybe I'm
Oh,
lost.
Beverly
my.
did.
Biologically,
heavens.
yeah.
They both did.
Yeah. Well,
It's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
It's a good thing the Hageman's left.
The question is attached hotter than resolutions.
I'd love to know what they think of
question.
this segment of the show.
When they're still watching, they're just like, oh my god.
We were on this. Oh,
They're
God.
like, we're never coming back. I had
Yep.
no idea they would make these kinds of jokes.
I didn't think they really meant Star Trek and chill.
Sometimes
Yeah.
something
Now you
tells
know.
me that they're fun too. So
Oh, dude, they
Oh,
they
yeah.
totally are. They're the best.
yeah,
Love
they
those
are
guys.
so fun.
Okay, so the answer to the poll before we run off is 25% said Picard and Beverly. 28% said Picard and Laris. Whoa. And 46% said Worf Hearts Naps.
I
That
mean,
is-
that third party vote.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
Really?
You never know. Get that third party. You never know what might happen.
Oh my god.
But that's,
Uh,
that's the beauty of Picard season 3. Like, I never in a million years would have not voted for Picard and Beverly. But like they
Mm.
really grew the story
They did.
get me to a new
Mhm.
place,
Mhm.
which as like a fan of those two for decades, it's shocking that they were
Yeah.
able to do that.
Mhm.
They
Amazing.
changed
Yeah.
our minds.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Oh, and people bash season 1 and 2, but I'll point out that Laris was an earlier season character. Like I feel
Nailed
like
it.
that's undeserved also.
We love
Absolutely.
Laris.
Yeah.
I love Laris.
right. And Desi. Thank you.
I think in
Thank
a
you,
few
everyone.
years, Star Trek Picard as a whole is going to be appreciated in a completely different way because it's amazing.
Totally.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Disco too.
Yes.
Oh, definitely. Let's go.
definitely.
We haven't
I feel
closed
like
the
it's-
book on Disco yet. That's
No,
coming
not
soon.
yet.
No,
Yeah.
we've not.
But that's exciting. I'm looking forward to that fifth
Mhm.
and final season. It's going to be pretty big. I think that's going to be another thing though, definitely where years from now
Mhm.
we'll look back. And I think I'm personally going to enjoy and appreciate it more during the fifth season because,
Oh,
when
yeah.
something's going on for several seasons, you're you start to get spoiled, or at least I do. I'm like, oh, Disco's back. Cool. But
Mhm.
when we
Yeah.
know this is the final season, I think we're going to soak it up more.
Yeah.
I think we're
Mhm.
going to
Probably.
really know, hey, this is the last scene like this that we're ever going to see again, or this is the last, in episode 9 when Booker leaves and Michael Burnham goes in a different direction. We go, whoa, this is the last scene between them, or whatever it
Mhm.
happens to be.
Mhm.
We know they're going to end up together, but whatever. I
Do
think it's
we?
gonna be really cool.
They need to raise
Do we?
grudge.
Mm,
I
don't
know we need grudge, but
Mhm.
kind of like Enterprise and how
Yes.
it's definitely gotten more
Yeah.
appreciation nowadays than it did when it
Yeah.
was airing.
Definitely.
and
Yeah.
much deserved love. So
Yes.
Yeah.
I
And
love
All
I'm
right,
saying that
everybody.
as somebody who back in the day was like, I don't know about this Enterprise show. You know? And now I'm like,
So,
Peter Tucker is king.
Yeah.
it's adorable.
Ah,
He
So
is
check this out,
adorable.
everybody. Let's talk about the week ahead. But before we do that, let's talk about the week behind. 2 days ago on Wednesday, we released on the Falling Tower YouTube channel the full watch the first review of Star Trek Prodigy, of course. Myself, Dr. Muhammad Noor, our special guest, Tanya of Mars. That's Tanya Harrison, superstar, and actor Rico E. Anderson. We all watched for science the first episode of Star Trek Prodigy on Netflix. We talked about it and reviewed it with a very stern attitude. We were tough on it and we had a lot of fun. So check that out. That's on the Falling Tower YouTube channel. yesterday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we released a Throwback Thursday fun time when Alexander Siddig joined us. Great stuff. He talked about Deep Space Nine. He talked about Our Man Bashir. Lots of fun there. Now, coming up this Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we've got our first segment review of Star Trek The Next Generation Season 3, Episode 2, The Ensigns of Command, with our very special guest, writer Melinda M. Snodgrass.
Cool.
That's
Love
such an
her.
awesome last name.
It is.
It
I
is.
love that. That's such a cool name.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad would be like, he would say Snodgrass every once in a while. He would just be like, hey, Snodgrass, or something weird. Like, I'm like, what is, old people are so weird. And then I found out, I'm like, oh, it's a name. Okay, I got you now. Here I am.
That's awesome.
So anyway, she's amazing. We absolutely love her. And she joined us to talk about that. Then also on Monday, this coming Monday, what is that? Wow, that is January 1st. That's Dr. Muhammad Noor's birthday, everybody. Can you believe
Oh,
it?
yay!
Woohoo!
Happy birthday!
It's not here yet. And
Yeah, well.
And officially 2024.
man, that's
Yes.
exciting.
Thank goodness.
You say
Well,
that now.
I don't know, bell
You
riots.
You say that now.
I will take the bell riots at this point. Get me out of 2023.
I mean, you had a rough one. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
I just want to live until Monday.
So at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we release our full Season 2 review special. It's a lot of fun. Myself and Sirach Lofton, we just go over every episode of Season 2 of The Next Generation and how much we loved all 22 of them. It was great. Check that out.
All of them.
Every single darn one of them.
Absolutely.
Now, on Tuesday, that is January 2nd, everybody come right back here for the main viewer, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Virtual TrekCon YouTube channel. It's live, and what we're going to be doing, we're going to do a show similar to this one, but it's going to be, since it's a news show, the top 10 news stories of 2023.
Oh, fun.
The crossover episode was huge news. Reconstructing the Enterprise bridge was huge news. Prodigy
Musical episode,
getting
Yes.
canceled was
Yes.
huge news. But then Prodigy finding a new home was big news.
The Found
Last season of
Enterprise.
Discovery.
The Found Enterprise,
The
you're right.
Found
Elise, that's
Enterprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
gonna be
I expect those all
nuts.
to be there.
Oh yeah.
That's
There's a lot.
exciting. There's
But I
so
bet
much.
you the more you think about it, the more you'll be like, oh, but this one too. And there was a
Yeah.
lot going on. The strike.
The strike.
Yes.
Yes.
The
Strike.
strike was huge.
Yep.
Yes.
Memoirs.
Oh, yes.
Memoirs from a
right.
captain.
Mhm.
And then lastly, on Wednesday, that is January 3rd. Nothing special happened on that day. Oh, it's Melissa Longo's birthday, everybody.
Hey.
Yay.
Happy birthday.
Nothing to report here.
It's also Deep Space Nine's birthday, actually. Right?
Yes.
January
Yes.
3rd.
Mhm. It is.
31st anniversary.
Yep. Yeah.
Anyway.
I have to point out that Jenny
Oh.
and I have the same celebration of just wiggle the head between the arms.
Is that did you get that from the 11th Doctor? Because I think I got it from the 11th Doctor. Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god, amazing.
Love it.
So let's see. Oh, yes, this is what we have next. So then at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we've got Anything Goes on the Falling Tower YouTube channel. We will watch the first episode of Anything Goes. We know what it is, but we're going to keep it a surprise. It's super crazy. We've got an amazing guest. It's going to be freaking nuts. Check it out. You know what? We'll keep it a surprise. That's
Anything goes mean. That's a show.
it means it's not
Anything.
necessarily
Oh.
sci-fi month.
Oh,
It's
like
not
wild card
necessarily,
month.
you
I was
know,
like the song from Subspace
That's
Rhapsody.
what I thought too.
Anything Goes
Cole
is a song
Porter?
by Guns N' Roses. Everybody
No,
knows.
it's a
It's
Cole
musical.
Porter.
track
Also a musical.
3
Yeah,
on
dude.
Appetite for Destruction. Everybody
Nice.
knows that. Okay. Anyway, Shar, can you please tell everybody where they can find you? And you also have quite the conundrum going on Twitter, figuring something out with regards to soap, I think.
Oh, I do. I've got a little vote going on because I was trying to do a Kess designed soap. The scent, by the way, is white tea and pear.
Nice.
Because there was that one time she requested spinach juice with a touch of pear. And I thought that's the closest I'm going to get to that because spinach is not really a scent profile anywhere.
White
for good
tea
reason.
and pear is great. There are some white teas that are pear
Oh,
flavored.
it's delicious. But
And
the
mashed
colors didn't
potatoes.
darken. And so it looks more
Mashed
tropical. And so you can get on
potatoes.
any of the social networks where my handle is Oh the Profanity. And you can tell me between the top 3 choices between Sumerian Sunset, Ryza, or Planet Vulcan, which one it looks the most like. So please help me out. And then that's going to be available really soon in early January, along with many others. Picard and Riker will be back in the shop.
Nice.
And I've got plans for some really fun stuff. I plan on doing a Jet Reno. And I'm hoping to get Dal into the shop finally.
Yes!
Amazing.
Oh my
Hang
gosh.
on.
Can I
Love
just rave about your soap? And my entire family
Please.
got your soap. And I wanted to steal my nephew's 7 of 9 because I gave them each a different scent.
Oh, the champagne
Ah,
one? Mm.
Yes,
that
it's
one's
so good.
Only
I'm
one
using, like,
person
the-
can steal 7 of 9. It's Chakotay.
Nope.
What and you said, so what are the 3 options? So it smells like white
White tea and
tea.
pear.
and pear. It looks like this, and the 3
Yes.
options are Ryza and what?
Ryza, Sumerian Sunset, and Planet Vulcan. Those were the top 3 choices that, like,
Those
are
from
great.
all of asking everywhere, those were like the most suggested. But I got
Now
some
see-
really good ones. Everybody had brilliant ideas.
Yeah.
When
Well,
you zoomed in on
suggestive.
that, I saw little flecks of white, which could be the dust and the sandstorms on Vulcan.
Ooh.
So
Yeah,
I feel
Or
like
the
Yeah,
beaches
I
of
was like,
Ryza.
this is very
The beaches of
Wow.
Ryza.
beaches
Yep.
of rice.
Right.
You're looking at the teeny little bubbles that form when I cut it with fish wire. For whatever reason, that's what
Oh,
happens
that's
as
so
opposed
funny.
to a knife.
Mhm.
Oh.
Cool.
What is that place on Vulcan where it's like extra deserty and is it the
forge?
Yeah. Yeah.
Forge, yes. Yeah, visually,
Mhm.
that's what it makes me think of too.
Mhm.
So really, any one of those 3, I mean, it totally
Awesome.
fits. Just you all have to decide for me
Yeah.
because I can.
That's really fun.
That's great.
Well, everybody check that out. Boldbubbles.com and at Oh the
So good.
Profanity to check out
Yo.
Char's goodies. Melissa, what
Thanks.
about you? What can people find with regards to whatever it is you do? You write stories, you got websites. What's going on?
I do have websites and I do have stories. Website is theintrovertedrepublic.com. At Walking Art Made by Melissa, you can get Char's shirt that she's wearing. She's wearing the emissary. And I am writing a story on Walking Art Made by Melissa on Patreon. I recently dropped a new chapter. A new chapter is halfway finished being written. And so, yeah, come join the story. It's a different kind of sci-fi story. So, and then also on social media at Melissa Longo, Malissama. Yeah, that's how I spell it. Yeah, and I'll leave it at that.
All right.
Woo.
Lucia in the live chat said, "Let it go, Ryan." I know. I don't know what she's talking about. What
Wants
about
you
you,
to sing.
Katie? Where can people find you online? Yeah, that's a good song.
Yes, you can find me at so many random fandoms on YouTube. And you can also find me as at weather_Katie on all the social medias because I've got that handle before anyone else could. There's like 4 or 5 different apps I'm not even on actively. I'm like, give it. I don't want anyone else. I'm the only Katie.
Yep.
Yeah. The one and only
Wow.
anybody should care about.
There we
No
are.
offense to other
Well,
Katies out there.
we share
Aw.
the Katie brain cell and just cause chaos around the
Even
world.
Katie Janeway and Katie Mulgrew.
Right.
There's a difference
Well,
between Kate and Katie, though, in my head.
All right, that
But-
works.
Well, yeah, true.
What about
I was gonna say she's a Catherine, I'm a Catherine, so technically.
Hey.
The Katie and Fairhaven.
Oh, God. You had to bring that up. Let me close the show now.
Yeah, I'm trying. I don't know what. I blame myself. Jenny, can you save us? Where can people find you online?
Well,
At jenny.com?
Almost. You can find me at jennyrjohnson.com, where you can find prints of my work and also shirts like this. Oh, cool. But you can also see this cord. Anyway, this is you can also
cat?
find
She's a cat.
on many different social media platforms at Jenny R. Johnson Art. On Twitter, or the ghost of Twitter, you can find me at Jenny R. Johnson. And on Instagram right now, I'm doing a rundown of my top 10 most popular posts. So it's just like a little review of some highlights from the year. So you can check that out on Instagram.
Cool.
Awesome. And Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel, what's up with you? Where can people find the walking exclamation point?
Just Twitter at Anne-Marie Siegel 1.
And sometimes at crazy dive bars in Manhattan.
Yeah. Love a dive bar.
That too.
Maybe tonight.
Yeah. Everybody, you can find me on twitter.com at RyanTGHusk. That's at RyanTGHusk, or just Virtual TrekCon, Falling Tower, and the 7th Rule on your favorite social media, but especially right here on YouTube, where the world revolves. That doesn't even make sense grammatically. So
And the
anyway.
Star Trek and Chill.
Oh yeah,
website.
everybody, if you want that cool Star Trek and Chill shirt that Melisse is wearing, you can't have it, but you can have one really similar to it. And this prune juice and chill shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good.
At the link in the description box below, it's the Star Trek and Chill Shopify store. Click on that. You can get it in so many different colors, shapes, and sizes. So enjoy that, and that should be fun. I think that's it for us, right?
Hope so.
Happy New
I know.
Year.
Tell me
Yo.
about it.
Yes.
Happy
See you
New
next
Year.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Happy New Year,
Kathy
y'all.
D. Thanks, JR, Dave Gregory, John, Bob, War Dogheim, Don, Fran, BL, Linda, Chuck, Muhammad. Hey, Muhammad, he voted too. Boy, he threw
yay.
some things off too,
Hey.
I'll have you know. Melanie, Glenn, happy birthday. Thanks, everybody. We will see you next time. Have a chill weekend and have a freaking super chill new year. It's going to be the best of your life.